So I've learned something here. I'm going to use the SSB, the safety squat bar. This is the freaking Rogue one. But the Rogue bar has horrible pads. Not because the pads themselves are horrible, but for some reason like they fall down. So it like has zero padding on the joint. So I freaking use my 500 IQ to have these wrist wraps, and look at this. All I'm doing is shimmying the wrist wrap like this. And you can say, Sticky Ricky, how does a wrist wrap on a bar? I mean, I don't even understand. What are we doing here? But fellas, the whole point of this is that it's shoving the padding up so that the padding doesn't fall during the set. Because like I said, during the set with this bar, the padding falls so that you have the bare freaking steel shoving in the AC joint. And now the padding is shoved up. So what I'm gonna do here is today is gonna be freaking reverse lunging day, but I'm going to go full psycho mode. I'm gonna warm up with squats, good mornings, and reverse lunges. Because we got what, 45 minutes, mama?
Yep.
All right, we need a little fire out of you. Me and mama had a tiff. It's tax season. So, I'm sorry, mama. I get freaking stressed and fiery because I'm printing 75 pages of bank statements, and we gotta look for W-2s and 1099s, and they're nowhere to be found.
We already found them.
Huh?
Days ago.
Not all, well then, yes, and then we finally found them, but the printer stopped working. So it's just bamboozling shenanigans of freaking stress and rage and anger and frustration. So mama's upset with me because I'm freaking a ball of fury right now. Rightfully so. She's giving us zero commentary. Is your mic even on? You're just choosing not to use it? Mama, let the people know you're there. Give a yes or a no.
To what?
Huh?
To what?
Just to
What
let
am
them
I
know you're
saying
there.
yes or no
The people
to?
are comforted by knowing that you're present. Mama's like, you do it yourself. Tripod. Film yourself. I said, no,
I
Mama.
said that because it made more sense today.
This is the Del Hagen show. You and me. You're the narrator.
Well, then you have to be nicer to your other
Mama,
person.
I am, and I already apologized.
Well, you can't change my mood now, though.
Yes, I can. Put on your freaking fake face. Let's do the fake, overly enthusiastic.
That's what you do, not me.
Well, let's see it from you.
No.
Just too real. Mama's just too real. She wears her heart on her sleeve. Right, Mama?
Yep.
See. But it's gonna be like the quickest workout in the world. I feel like I'm gonna pull my glutes. My right glute's already feeling like strained.
How did you do that? With your warm-ups?
No, I think from the max deadlift 2 days ago. And now I'm just speeding through it with zero, like, hardly warmed up. The stress, the copious frustration, the negative Nancy energy for me, not you.
Yeah, Eric loves to focus on the negative.
We all have our strengths and weaknesses, Mama. That very well may be my strength. Is it a gift or a curse?
A curse.
I always say that a gift ends up being, no, frick, Mama. A curse ends up being a gift because then you reflect on what truly is the situation, and perception is reality. So if in your freaking perception, it's like a negative Nancy, it's gonna make me a ball of rage and anger, which is gonna carry over exceptionally well to lifting, you know? So, the dealio is that it fires me up, pisses me off, which sucks. Nobody wants to be fired up and pissed off unless you're lifting weights. So the fact that I can hone into that 24/7 really is a gift on my part. Does that make sense?
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Can you see me? Have to walk 27 miles backwards for you to see me? I feel like you might need to relocate, Mama.
Me?
You're gonna be like sandwiched between two bars.
So in addition to Eric being a grumpy goose this whole week,
What'd you say?
nothing, I'm talking to your people.
Oh, thank God.
God.
That was a good morning, by the way. It wasn't a bad squat. Could you tell? I was only like,
So in addition to that, our foster dog Beefy had an abnormal chest x-ray. And
Are you telling me
I'm
about-
waiting to hear about that. And then Rocky, one of our official dogs, had a seizure this morning, which was really sad to see. So he already went to the vet. And he's almost 15, so if it keeps happening, we'll do an MRI, but we're not going to put him through that unless it happens again. But it was like right when Chloe was getting ready for school. Eric was still sleeping, of course, and Chloe was very traumatized.
talking about me?
No.
Oh, okay. Well, I just heard Eric.
What?
I just heard my name and you're talking to other people.
Yeah, I was just saying that you were still sleeping when Rocky had a seizure this morning.
Yeah, but I was up right after you.
Chloe went to get you.
Yeah.
But then you went right back to sleep.
I went right back. I couldn't fall back. I went
Well,
back
you
to bed.
Back to bed, yeah.
Couldn't fall back to sleep. Our sleep is really pitter patter right now. We gotta
That's
fix
also
this.
why everyone's grumpy in our house.
Huh?
Well, Chloe's not.
Huh?
I said that's also why everyone's grumpy.
Yeah, 100%. I'm sucking down 8 cups of coffee in the morning and feeling miserable. Pre-workout right now. The heart rate's not jacked up. I just have like one of those like gross sweats. You know what I'm saying? From rage and frustration. But not like a good like, Mama gave me the hand motion to get to it, stop talking.
No, to back up. You're too close
Oh,
to
I
the
thought you
camera.
said just stop it. Just,
No.
all right, I was gonna say, I'll give you kudos. Keep me at extreme distractions, you know? I just did this, right?
Music is loud. It's so loud that his hearing is terrible, but
That's money. That's money. This bar is great. I don't know why you don't use it.
why I don't use
Yeah.
it? I don't come to this gym usually.
But I own 4 of these.
Well, yeah, but they're wider. That one looks kind of nice, actually. Yours
You wanna
are
try it real
wider.
fast?
No. I'll work out later.
I'm wearing the 27-year-old pants. The pants that are so old that they were in style, then went out of style and got back in style. They're so old.
I would say they're kind of out of style now.
They're not in style?
I don't think so.
Well, that's because the legs are too thick and rotund.
No, I think, yeah. I feel like the baggier stuff is in again.
Well, these are supposed to be baggy. If you have horse legs,
They look like joggers, which are like
No, these are supposed to
not
be- they're
as
just-
popular anymore.
they're just sticking to the hams and glutes. You can tell they're not. You can tell they're not jogging. Look at how loose they are in the bottom. They're like Jenkos.
No, they're not. Your legs are not that big. They're not filling out Jinko.
Skin tight
pants.
Jenkos. Oh yeah. Booyah. Ooh.
I just did these yesterday. I love barbell lunges.
Yeah, I proposed to Mama that we should have the
The what? Huh? Oh, Dana.
Forget it. Come on, talk, Mama.
What?
Talk about dogs or something. Just tell them about the stroke.
Yeah. Well, we don't know if it was a stroke.
It was River.
Oh, wow. Is that your breakdancing routine?
Yeah, this is my rage and anger, how I express myself with my frustration. Yeah. I love lifting. If only you guys could see me before the gym.
I know. He always says he's so positive, and I'm like, you're only positive when you lift.
Only when it comes to workout and fitness.
Huh?
Only with fitness.
Yeah.
Taxes. I need my own motivational speaker for taxes. You know? You know what I'm saying? Freaking, I'm tight. I'm so tight. Hui. It'd actually be a good bar to jump squat with. You can keep it tight to you. You know?
So I don't know if any of you guys have like the privacy screen layer on your phones, but it makes it really hard to record with Eric's phone. Because I can't see what I'm recording half the time, depending on the angles.
I'm really torn between what's better for deadlifting. Squatting. I know lunging is not like key, but maybe it is. I don't know. Reverse lunge, squat, or good morning. Which one's the best? You know what I mean? One movement I like to do for people that might not be familiar with it is, maybe you should try this, Mama. There's a good morning, then you drop into a squat. Morning. Feel me? Here. Feel that?
Yep. I feel like I'm too close to you.
You what?
I'm too close to
Nobody
you.
cares.
So I can't like see what I'm recording.
Nobody cares, Mama. It's like the other day I told Mama when I watched the footage back, I was like, what were you filming? She just was filming right here.
Yeah, because
Just
your
like
phone has
stomach
a privacy thing,
and
and then
one
when
sheet
you're that
package.
close, I have to angle it down to catch you on the camera, but then I can't see what I'm filming.
You know, I haven't really gone full horse mode on lunges, I think since my knee surgery. Booyah! Booyah! I got so tight. When did I get so tight?
I don't know.
Oh, mama.
That's because you refuse to stretch.
That's not true. Oh, mama. Let's see a smile. Come on, mama.
No.
If only you could see how grumpy she is.
Yeah, well, I'm usually very happy. When he makes me grumpy, then I'm grumpy. And then I don't just come out of it right away.
You're an extremist.
I guess.
Highest of highs, lowest of lows.
Yeah, maybe.
That's how I am too. That's why I'm so grumpy.
I feel like your head's not in the shot when you walk this close to me.
I wonder what time it is. We gotta go soon.
I know.
This first week of school has been hectic. It's been a hectic week. Next week will be better. Right? Or is it be different?
Different.
Should I do another lunge rep? That was only one per leg, probably, right? I'm just so tight. Man, if there's any movement where I feel like my tendon's gonna explode, it's this one. It's that back leg.
Well, then don't go very heavy.
I have to. I'll give you guys a tidbit. When I was doing physical therapy, a golden tidbit that I'd never heard before was to get things really turned on. And a really easy thing you can do is like for your patellar tendon, right? Or you can like stomp. It's just a way, because it's like your tendons are absorbing that force. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That makes sense, mama?
Yeah.
So it's like before you do something, it's almost like jumping in a sense, how you're absorbing force. Before you do like a lift or something, you get those tendons really clicking. It's like, because if you think about how much force are you putting into the ground right there, you know? You ever think about that?
What?
You ever think about that?
No.
Yeah. I feel like if I just go to squat, it's not gonna work, so we don't have enough weight here. Maybe I should stick with or should I just do it all?
I don't know.
This will be like a
what time
freaking
it is.
cardio day.
What time is it?
I don't know. Whew, I am tight from that deadlift.
You have like 25 to 30 minutes.
Jeez Louise. Ooh, yeah. It's good. Felt better. Did the left leg. I used to, this is my young immaturity. My younger years, like 10 years ago. I'd be like, I'm just gonna do my right leg today. Because I can put all my energy into it for the max weight. And I'm like, I'll do my left leg tomorrow. But I was always so caught up on one-upping myself that I was like, well, I'll just do my right leg again the next day. So I'd be like 700-pound hand-assisted reverse lunge. The next day, 710. The next day, like 730. And then one day, I'm like, let me try my left leg. It'd be like 100 pounds weaker. I'm like, that's probably not a big deal. Just extreme imbalance. But I will say, the more you do something, the better you get at it. So if you are only doing this leg, you're gonna get pretty freaking good.
Yeah.
Because you don't have to put eggs in both baskets. You just specialize with being a freaking staggered stance.
Yeah.
It's like in competitive wrestling. You don't ever really, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You're just usually always here.
Oh, that's one thing I was saying to Eric. I was like, you should get back into actual wrestling. I feel like it would be such like a...
She makes it seem like it's so easy to
No, I know it's not.
make an
And I know
Olympic
you might-
team.
No, I don't. I'm saying it would be fun to actually
And I
do
agreed
an
with you. And I
objective
agreed
sport.
with you. I agreed with you. Other than the fact that
There's
that
nowhere to
level,
train here.
there's nowhere to go. Olympic Training Center,
I know.
New York, Arizona.
We're not in a good place.
Yeah, it's not. Florida's
And
great for.
Not to be mean to anyone, but the places in Florida are not at the elite level that he would need for that. There just isn't a good place here.
Ugh.
But I think it would be like refreshing for him because he, and like what he was doing for pro wrestling, it's so subjective. And I think there's like something really nice about more of an objective thing, like sports where you don't know who's going to win or lose. And I'm not taking away from pro wrestling because it's very physically demanding. I would say it's more like an art, like the circus. I think it actually started like, kind of like in the circus. I don't know, Eric knows more about that than me, but I just feel like it would be refreshing for him. Even if you lose, it's like, you know, you actually lost. You're not like, I don't know.
Whee.
Someone's not deciding that for you. And I was just saying it'd be fun to like get to a high level again. He doesn't have to obviously. I'm not saying it's easy to make it to the Olympics. I just think it'd be fun to like train. But he's right that he doesn't have anywhere like close enough to really train.
Still talking about tussling?
Yeah. If anyone knows of a good place where they're actually like Division I or higher wrestlers.
I'd probably go into Greco though.
Yeah.
That's the thing. It's not like college wrestling. And freestyle's different than Greco.
Yeah.
I'd probably do, because of my bad knees, I'd probably
Well, still, all of the places we found in Florida are like high school or like just people who do it for like fun.
beach wrestling.
Yeah.
Whew. It's been so long since I've done this with decent weight. That left leg, at first I was gonna go, and I was like, I might tear my hamstring.
Oh,
I had
God.
to take a second, I said, let's toughen up, Buttercup, and I did it. But it's like, the confidence factor, you know?
Yeah.
But yeah, I think when I was like 7 years ago, I did it with no hands with like 455.
Well, yeah, you never do this anymore.
Never do it. Lunging needs to feel better to me than squatting.
I do these all the time, and you don't, and you're the one that got me into these.
That keeps what?
I do these all the time, and I'm saying you got me into them, and then
Oh,
you
yeah.
stopped doing them.
Yeah, but that's because I also do I like doing walking lunges now with dumbbells. But you also can't go as heavy.
Yeah.
All right, maybe I gotta remember that this bar is 70 pounds,
Yeah.
so it's not 45. So this isn't 315, this is 340? Yeah, right? Yeah, 340. I'm just so tight.
I know, we need to do yoga.
I do. I'm coming around to the idea.
Yeah, I feel like, and we need to go to a studio so we actually do it for a whole hour.
That's true.
At home, it's like, I'm gonna do
5
some
minutes.
stretching. Yeah, it's like, oh, this hurts. I'm done.
Yeah, it's just like, my hamstrings have gotten really strong though.
Well,
People-
yeah, but we need that balance between
No, I
strength
agree.
and
That's what I'm saying.
flexibility.
They've gotten so strong, but with that strength has come so much rigidity. Where it's funny
Yeah.
because I saw on the 765 deadlift, a couple comments were like, I feel like his form's not good. But the funny thing is like, okay, well, we gotta look at this objectively. So I know theoretically, people are like, you gotta like, you know what I'm saying? Pull the slack out of the bar and then pull it. Which I've done. I've deadlifted like that before too. It's not my first rodeo. And I've come back full circle. I used to grip and rip. And then I was like, oh, I gotta perfect my form. And now I've come back full circle and it's like, you know what? I think I'm actually stronger with grip and rip. So is my form not good, or is it not good for someone that's not good at it? And for me, it's optimal. Do you get what I'm saying? Because if you watch my stuff, I'll pull it. And I have so much explosiveness off the ground that I can pull it up to my knee level, then that's why my RDLs help me so much. Because once I'm here, I just basically RDL it up. You know? And honestly, maybe that's because my surgeries, but maybe I have a hard time because of my tendon, you know what I'm saying? So for me, it's optimal to explode it and then pull it through.
Yeah.
So when people say like, this technique's not good, it's like, my technique is not good for you. My technique is good for me. Maybe not good for a lot of people, but it's good for me. And I've seen a lot of other really good deadlifters throughout the years that would, some people would just explode right through it, you know? It's just, can you brace well? If you can't brace well, then yeah, it's not good for you. Then you should try to not, you know what I mean? Be as like flat back as possible. Anyways, maybe you should try Mama Snap City Grip and Rip.
I don't think so.
Just yank it as hard as you can.
I already have like a million herniations. I don't need any more.
Don't you have like a broken back in 6 places?
No, it's just herniated in like 6 places.
Well, we got every rack to ourselves.
My philosophy
go
in
there if you
life,
want.
oh yeah. My philosophy in life is like, I feel like pain is just part of it. Not to say that in a negative way, just like any living creature, we're always gonna have some sort of aches and pain. So personally, when I hurt my back like a month ago, I didn't even take ibuprofen, which I know I probably should have taken ibuprofen just to help
Wait, did I
with
do this already? No.
inflammation, but I normally don't take anything. I broke my foot and waited like a month to go in. And then I finally went in and they were like, oh my gosh, it's been broken for a month. What do you want for pain? And I was like, nothing. I haven't even taken ibuprofen. And I'm not trying to say that like, oh, I'm so intense. I just feel like being alive is like such a gift, and we're always gonna have pain if we're, even if we sit around all day, we'll have pain, probably even more than if you're active. But I feel like our society is just really into like masking any sort of little aches and pains, and I'm like, that's just part of being alive. Not that you should try to be in pain, but I don't feel sorry for myself if I'm in pain. And obviously some people have really severe things where it's different, but like for me, if it's like a minor broken bone or whatever, it's just not worth taking anything for it.
This is the big beluga right here, the left leg. The right leg's easy. And picking it up because I'm just like, it's like so light. And it's like, okay, this feels weird, easy. But then it's gonna be here, it's gonna be like, will it tear?
And actually I grew up, my dad was a doctor and he really didn't take like any medicine. He just always reminded me that like medicine is really something that should be reserved for when there's like no other option, because everything has side effects. So that's always stuck with me. And Eric's like that too. Like after his latest knee surgery, he didn't even take any of the pain medicine they gave him. I think he took the tramadol, but none of the like opioid stuff. And he only took the tramadol for like 3 days. And that was like a really major surgery. So again, not to like belittle anyone who does take pain medicine, but I don't know why I got on this tangent. Anyways, I feel like if you're lifting heavy, you're gonna be in pain sometimes. And that goes for any athlete. Really, if you look at people in the Olympics, everyone had like taped up ankles or shoulders or something.
So should I put 25 on? Get big and ballsy? I feel like I should just like, maybe just to prevent a tear, because
Is your hamstring feeling ouchy?
because they say static stretching leaches some of your power, drains you a little bit of your power, but I would rather have less power and less chance of injury than more power and more chance of injury.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? If it's up to me, I would rather have less power. But another thing, like, I've had many a physical therapist, and one of them told me, I got some good stuff from each one of them. But one of them was like, even like, you know, people are always tearing pecs and stuff like that, and it's like, because they're not stretching, and then they're doing like maybe like partials, like not on the bottom though, full range of motion. But it's like even if people were just to go like this or something before they bench, just something that kind of opened them up a little bit. But when you're just so tight, you don't do any stretching, and you're never going all the way down, you know what I mean? You're gonna get hurt. So any sort of dynamic stretching or any stretching, that comes back to what you've been saying for years. And I'm Johnny Horsecock, so I always fight it. I say I'll stretch on my own, but when push comes to shove, I'm maxing out. You too.
I know.
You too.
Well, I feel like we're not endurance people. Like, we just aren't.
Endurance people?
Yeah, we just like power.
Oh, I love power. Yeah. That's all I want.
Like, whenever he's like, oh, we should do volume today, I feel like my body, I'm more
Oh,
at risk for
volume? I
injury
thought we were talking
when
about
I do
stretch.
volume. Huh?
I thought we were talking about stretching.
Oh, I don't know. Maybe I didn't hear you.
Yeah, we have Justin Bieber cranking in the back. But yeah, volume too.
But yeah, I feel like anytime I've hurt myself lifting, which really I think was only one.
Yeah, anytime you get hurt, it's with
It's
volume.
been volume, yeah.
I don't know what you're talking about, or if you're even talking, it's too loud. But I will say that a good point to make is that people say that like maxing out and stuff gets you hurt. But I think it's depends on if you know how to brace, if you know how to lift, if you know how to breathe, because like for you, Mama was saying, she gets hurt with volume, and I think I agree with that for the most part. Not always, but for the most part, it's always when you're going for like a heavy set of 5 or something. When you're going 1, it's like just stay tight, boom. You know what I mean? It's just stay tight, and then you're done.
Yeah.
But when it's like stay tight, okay, you loosen a little bit and you keep trying, when you start to lose your brace, that's, in my opinion, that's when you're most susceptible to get hurt.
Yep.
Feel me? See this? Genius for these gyms where people steal the clips. So 390. It's 390. You know we're rushed when every workout this week, I haven't even finished my pre-workout.
Oh,
we gotta
yeah.
go. You know it's a rush session.
Yep.
Should I put tunes on?
What?
Tunes? I'm only gonna do 2 more sets. Should I put tunes on?
Sure.
Right? Or is
Yeah.
this music bumping?
No, put tunes in.
Yeah. Oh.
Wow.
Is that good or not?
Our daughter would be so amused.
Well, all she does is stretch.
Well, she's a little powerhouse too.
I bet I can outlift her.
I hope so.
She can outstretch me, but I can outlift her.
I'm amazed by gymnasts. Chloe has a
You know what's
gymnastics
crazy?
coach who's
Oh, I'm
like
sorry,
her
go ahead.
friend. Oh, it's fine. And she just like randomly decided to do a powerlifting competition, and she benched like I don't remember, like 215 or something. Can't remember what her numbers for the other 2 were, but they were really impressive. And I think she did train for a little bit, but she's just naturally so like strong and explosive. And I did gymnastics, obviously not nearly at her level, because she was like a D1 All-American. I was never that good. But even just the background as a kid of having some gymnastics, I think was helpful. So Chloe does mostly dance, but she's always done gymnastics too. And I feel like it's good no matter what she ends up doing.
So it's easy on the strong leg.
Good.
Now, if I was 10 years younger, I'd say I'll just stick with the right leg. Anyways, you can keep talking. I know I cut you off earlier.
Didn't you wish you would have done gymnastics growing up?
Did I what?
Don't you wish you would have done a little
Oh, hell yeah.
gymnastics? Yeah.
I think I did it for like one day and quit when I was like 7.
Well, you would have been way too tall, but just even having like a couple.
Yeah, but not when
years
you're
of it.
7.
Exactly. Yeah.
I remember there was a kid in there that was like, doing like, he's like, kid, oh my god, I feel that in my dick, like in the tip. That tells you something.
So you're injured? Is that what you're telling me?
No, I'm saying it's like rate shoots a sensation.
Oh.
It's all connected. I'm saying that's stretch, mama. How would that mean I'm injured?
Well, yeah, if you're more flexible, that probably wouldn't happen.
Yeah, I know, but I'm not injured.
Okay.
All right, this is gonna be a sketch because this was fine, but this leg is like 20% weaker. Oh, you know why that is though? Probably because this back leg, that tendon, that's something I did for physical therapy a lot.
Oh, yeah.
Because this tendon takes a shitload of tension.
Yep.
It's basically doing like a leg extension in the back leg.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Unless you did like a single leg squat and didn't use it at all, but that's not reality. Whew. This is big boy weight. We're getting big boy weight. We're getting up there. It's gonna bring up a point about how I can't feel sorry for myself about like past injuries. Like, oh, like I can't make myself like, oh, well, I won't do it because I've been tweaked and injured in the past. Because that's how people stay forever, you know, crippled by their injury. You know what I'm saying? Like their strength.
Oh, like they're scared to
Yeah,
lift?
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Like crippled in fear and anxiety. Like that one guy at the gym, the manager that told me I could never deadlift heavy again. But he's like, how do you do it? Like the injuries. It's like, you just
do
try
it.
and push it.
Well, yeah, and I feel like to get to any high level of any sport, you've already had to work through a lot of pain.
What sport was it where we were watching the Olympics and someone tore their patellar tendon or something? Oh, it was a triple jump or something, wasn't it?
Yeah.
It was some
I can't
track,
remember.
but it was like, that's crazy because it was
Or
like,
someone just had. Like
that's
they
what I'm saying, like
just
a year
injured it
earlier they
ago.
tore a tendon, had a
Yeah.
rupture.
And they were already,
Because like the jumping is the
Yeah.
hardest thing for your tendon.
and they were already back at it.
They're back
in
at the Olympics.
Yeah.
After surgery a year ago.
And
It's
a lot
crazy.
of that is physical, but a lot of that is mental. Like some people are just able to move on from it mentally better too. Obviously, sometimes there are more physical limitations, like in certain situations, but yeah, I think mentally it's a big factor too. I haven't been deadlifting very heavy because I hurt my back. I told you guys about that. But so I'm going through that part because I'm just like, it doesn't feel heavy. I'm just like freaked out because I honestly don't even understand how it even happened, really. So, but that's where Eric is much mentally stronger than me. And that's probably why he was a D1 athlete and I was not.
Oh shit! It's a little sketch. Did it look sketch?
A little.
Yeah. But
Maybe you should stop there, huh?
if it doesn't hurt you, it makes you stronger. But it's sketch because it was like, I wanted to just fucking do it. Whereas like when you deadlift and stuff, you just jump in, you just do it. When you squat, you just do it. With this one, I just want to do it.
Yeah,
and
you
just
have to
planted.
be perfectly aligned.
But you got to be like, you got to be conscious about how where you're stepping and stuff.
Yeah.
So I step back like here.
Oh yeah, I've done
So
that.
it's like, you know, tear my ACL.
Yeah. These are, I like them, but they are a little scary once you get
Very
heavy.
scary. When it's heavy, very scary. Maybe I should just do. What do you think? Maybe let's see how much time we got. It's 2:26.
4 minutes.
We gotta leave at 2:30? All right. Yeah? Yeah.
Yeah, because
All right.
think about it. It's probably like 20 minutes away and then I have to park.
Okay. I want to try something then.
So another difference.
A fool would keep trying to go. Like, what should I do? Reps? It's like, no, I'm gonna pull out while I feel good.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna see.
Oh, are you gonna do some box squats?
Yeah, I just want to see how it
Okay.
feels because this is pretty low and it's got a good squish. And I've never done it with this bar before. It's almost like a perfect box.
So another difference with Eric
We'll see.
ending up being like more of an elite athlete than me, I think, is his parents. Like, I think at the time he was upset because he always had to go to wrestling camps and stuff instead of vacation. But ultimately, I think that's what helped him. Whereas my family, my dad was a scientist and we moved around a lot for his research, and I never had continuity.
I like that because it's like a perfect depth. And with this box, it's so broad that you don't have to worry about like missing it. And it's squishy, so you don't have to worry about like breaking under the load. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I hate those, but you like them.
So I normally squat like here, you know?
Yep.
Which I think is great for the deadlift then. But this is so much different because like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
This mechanics are so much different than this mechanics.
Yeah, like that is really hard for me.
I think it strengthens your hips more.
Yeah.
Teaches you to really push your hips forwards and
Yeah.
backwards.
I have a lot of trouble with my squat form.
What?
I have trouble with my squat form in
You should do
general.
this.
I know this. I think that's why these
That'd be
are so
perfect
hard
for you.
for me.
I didn't know how to squat comfortably until this is like 14 years ago, until I looked up the like West Side box squat. And I was like, oh my God, like I finally can get my glutes in it now. Because I used to squat like this, like growing up.
Well, and how do I squat? Show them how I squat. So bad.
I think you're like,
Well, you have to show it
It's
from the
okay.
side.
it's okay. I mean, I don't know. Oh, you like hinge.
Yeah, I hinge.
Yeah.
I mean, I go down a little further than.
No, I know, I'm
hinge,
saying,
but
but that's
I
how you
all the
hinge.
way forward.
That's how you
yeah.
hinge.
And I can't.
It's like
figure
it's like
out
a
how
good
to
morning.
not. Yeah.
A good morning squat.
So if anyone has tips for that, I don't know what it means.
All right, you know what I'm gonna do, Schmooky Schmooky?
What?
Because we gotta go. I'll just do this for 20.
Okay.
340 for 20.
Okay. So yeah, we talk about like continuity for our daughter too for athletics. Sometimes we don't know why we live in Florida anymore, but she's at a really good dance studio and she has really good tumbling coaches and gymnastics and stuff. So if we moved away, it would just like, I don't know, you never know if you'll find the same quality of stuff. And I know it sounds crazy, but it does kind of matter for their like, future. Even if she doesn't end up being like a dancer, all of the work she's putting into it will be good for her. And my dad was very similar to Eric. So he was a doctor and a scientist, but he also ran marathons and he like ran every single day, even when he had cancer and was like dying. He couldn't run anymore, but he went to the gym every single day. And I remember one day they had to do this procedure for his brain tumors and he had all these like nails coming out of his head and like blood everywhere, bloody gauze, and he still went to the gym and I drove him there. Everyone was looking at him like he was like totally crazy, but that was just like how disciplined he was. So it kind of makes me laugh because I'm like, Eric's very similar. Like obviously not the science part, but just the determination. And the passion. Like, Eric's very passionate about what he does, and my dad was too. So I feel like they say you end up marrying similar people. I don't know if that's true, but they have a lot of similarities in that way.
That was brutal. That was brutal. It's like all lower back. You know why? This is a safety squat bar. So when I would sit back, it'd pull me forward. Look at my back. This is like my position.
Yeah. All right, well, we have to go.
That was brutal.